still have this bunker, but my bunker is kind of empty and one turret. So we are going to see this battle going down here. It looks kind of one-sided, 2-on-1, invisible units, but he does have that ghost cloak, and there are no... Oh, there actually is an observer, but he got taken down, so this ghost is just going to go free. He actually does have 2 nukes ready, and so I still have... He's going to try to blink up here, but he can't really do that because all these buildings are here preventing him from doing that. And so I'm just looking around. He still does... He actually does have Banshees still, and they actually have enough energy to collect, and he does... He actually lost quite a bit of Stalkers. Let's see, the units lost. I actually haven't lost... I actually lost a... Oh, actually I did lose a lot. What did I lose just now? Well, anyway, my partner has... My partner actually has lost the most resources so far and units. And so I suggest we push with the Marines, but then I don't realize there are a whole bunch of cannons up here. Actually pretty well placed, so so that we can't really push against it. He also does have that bunker full of Marines. My opponent actually does have some Void Rays coming up, but no one really has a setup expansion because every time someone tries, he just gets taken out. My main is actually starting to mine again. He is trying to go for expansion, but then... Wait, where is that? He tries to build a command center here. He does have a fusion core, but no battle cruisers on the way, and a nuke is coming down. Oh, snaps out of this nice nuke. Oh, he scanned and he just hid there and just like nukes. And so that will be a lot of dead units, very sad dead units. He actually does have another nuke. Actually, no, he doesn't. I guess I missed the first nuke. Another nuke is on the way. Siege tanks are on the way. He's trying to get an expansion going here. 4 tanks, a nuke, and siege tech is actually on the way as well. He does have 2 ghost cannons. He should be making one here because he does have that nice ghost placement. But I don't think he will be doing that. My engineering base, surprisingly, is just still alive. And I am kind of QQing that engineering base can no longer lift off because they were able to lift off in StarCraft 1. So purple here is going to try to go for some Void Ray cheese. I guess not really cheese because Void Rays, I guess this would be an acceptable time to make them. He is doing a kind of tech switch here from ground unit to air. But he's only making him off of 1 starport. But he does have a fleet beacon on the way, which means we could see some carriers and motherships. It's either that or just some Void Ray upgrades. The factory actually is still alive here after scouting all that. And I believe this is the first expansion that we're actually going to see up and running, besides the one that was here made by my ally. Alright, so we are seeing 2 battle cruisers on the way. Like battle cruiser operational. But you know, whatever. And my partner does have a first expansion coming up. Actually, second expansion attempt, I guess. As for me, I am starting just to get my orbital command again ever since I lost it. It's been kind of hard for me to recover from that. But I do have like an air defense right here, killing observers and things like that. I am trying to make up some bio units just to make up for my losses here. My partner is actually covering for me really well. I think he might actually be a higher league player, but I'm not so sure. I haven't really done much research on these people. And so currently there are 4 battle cruisers, 3 void. Wait, let me check units. Alright, so in terms of units, my partner has 3 tanks, 2 nukes, 25 marines, and a ghost. 1 measly ghost that can totally pwn everything, and his army is moving out. I guess he'll be using that ghost for like EMP or something. Excuse me, it looks like he is going to try to take out that expansion, but there are a lot of stalkers guarding it, and they actually do have blink, so it might be a little bit more difficult. Did he just EMP? No, he did not EMP, and these tanks are actually really good nowadays compared to StarCraft 1 because they actually do attack faster and they do bonus damage to armored. So that's always nice. So 3 more battle cruisers on the way. He does have 3 battle cruisers. I'm sorry. This is not the production tab. This is the units tab. And I do have 1 Raven, 2 Vikings, 2 Marauders, and 2 Marines. I'm actually doing pretty bad on the unit count, but my awesome partner is making up for that. He actually doesn't have Stimpack, but he does have the combat shields. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna try to remake my Vikings because of the air units, the possible air units. Because we're not seeing much of a ground reinforcement here. I mean, I don't think he probably had the forces to back this up, but with his ally, but he decided not to reveal that to us. 2 battle cruisers over here. Gonna try to, not quite sure which. It looks like he's gonna try to just mass them all at one point. Oh, seems like right here. And so the Void Rays are gonna come in. I'm gonna try to micro with my Viking. I believe the upgrades for these are up. Wait, let me check. The upgrades for the Void Rays are not finished. 3 more battle cruisers on the way. 2 more of my Vikings on the way. And my partner is just making some SCVs for his expansion. I'm using this auto turret. I actually do manage to succeed using my auto turret to take down that Void Ray. He actually should have gone for my Marines or my Marauders or actually my Raven perhaps, but he decides to go for the energy unit. And so all expansions are done. Actually, the battle cruisers are here. At this point in the game, I realized that one Viking can actually take down an entire group of battle cruisers. Because just look at the range on these things. It's 9 range, and it does 14 versus armored. These are considered armored, and these things only have 6 range. So Vikings will constantly outrange battle cruisers no matter what happens, unless they get some sort of battle cruiser range in another patch or something, which they probably won't. So Vikings can definitely micro, and they can totally kill battle cruisers without a problem. And so my partner has just set up a light contain here. The purple Protoss actually, Icebreaker just leaves the game. He doesn't. Wait, let me just check that really quick. I believe it was here. I think he actually managed to take out most of this right here. My partner did. But the TL does have his expansion up. This is I was a little early. Let's speed this up here a little quick because we just saw this. I just kind of want to see the text what he says before he leaves because I was actually trying to pay attention to the game, but the text is very important. Well, not very important. Not as important as the game, but it's pretty interesting. So I do try to get my expansion up here, but it gets totally destroyed. I totally missed that. And this expansion gets taken out, and this is where I micro my Vikings and totally own those. Oh, he says, don't know, give him a minute, please. So I guess that he means like he's AFK or something. But I'm not so sure. And so the only player here right now is the purple Protoss, but I just type in epic Viking micro, totally gloating to my partner. And basically what we do is just go in and actually just finish this off here. There's only so much one battle cruiser can do against a whole bunch of Marines and siege tanks. And reinforcements actually are on the way. He's still making a turret. I still have 2 Vikings. Just float. This is production, so I have 2 Vikings on the way. Units. Not that many actually. And so he's just setting up some units there. I'm using my Vikings, just coming in, trying to get. Oh, and another nuke is on the way. Oh, and he leaves. No GG or anything. Totally lame. It would have been so cool if that nuke went off. I'm sure this battlecruiser is like, oh my god, I'm gonna live with 31 HP. Well, anyway guys, that was the replay. It was a 2v2, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to subscribe, and my Raven actually is still alive. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed that game, and I'm probably just gonna leave now, and leave you guys hanging. Well, anyway, hope you guys had fun. I'm sure. I know I sure did. Gosh, so hard to say words. Well, anyway, I will cast another game later, and bye-bye.